First, let's go through all the gear you're going to need. Fermentation bin, airlock, siphon tube, plastic beer utensils. I'd recommend a spoon and a paddle. Avoid using wooden utensils as they can harbour bacteria which can spoil your beer. Plastic funnel. Your hydrometer. Make sure it has the specific gravity markings on the side. Trial jar, also known as a test jar. Sterilizing fluid, or you can use sterilizing tablets. Either is fine. Measuring jug, tin opener and scissors. Measuring spoons. Cheesecloth for your filtering. Bottles. You'll need 30 or 40 depending on the size of kit you have. You can use either glass recycled ones or proper plastic beer making bottles. If you elect to go for glass bottles which do not have swing tops, you'll also need some bottle caps. Which also means you'll need a capper, sometimes known as a crown capper. You'll need a homebrew kit. Your homebrew kit should contain your yeast and your instruction manual. You'll need some sugar too. The amount of sugar you need depends on the type of kit you have. If you go for a double can kit, you won't need any sugar when you brew. However, you will need sugar when you bottle up. If, however, you elect to go for a single can kit, you'll need sugar when you brew and when you bottle up. Now, before we can start brewing, we need to make sure that everything is properly clean and sterilised. With the exception of your hydrometer, use boiling water and steriliser. Make sure everything that is going to make contact with the beer is disinfected and clean. I tend to put everything in the fermentation bin with boiling water and a steriliser and mix it all up. For your hydrometer, just use warm water and steriliser. Now that everything is clean, we can start making beer. Open the can and pour the hopped malt extract into the fermentation bin. Get as much out of the can as you can and put it to one side. Most kits require 4 to 6 pints of boiling water. Pour as much of the first 2 pints of the boiling water into the can and pour whatever you can't get into the can into the fermentation bin. Let it all simmer for a couple of minutes. Now the remainder malt extract is soft, add the rest into the fermentation bin and give the mix all a stir. If you're using a single tin kit, you can now add your sugar and then follow that up with another quick stir, making sure that everything is nice and soft and getting dissolved. Now add the remaining boiling water and continue stirring. Make sure all the mix and sugar have all properly dissolved. Once everything has dissolved, you can now add the remaining cold water and then give it another quick stir to make sure that again everything is mixed up properly. Now sprinkle your yeast over your mix and again give it a quick stir. Using a trial jar, take a sample of beer. Get a hydrometer. You'll be taking a note of the specific gravity of the beer at this point. That's the side of the hydrometer that reads all the way from 1.000 all the way down to 1.100, all on the side here. Put the hydrometer in the trial jar, give it a spin. Take a note where the water line is on the hydrometer. You should take a measurement for the water line, not where the beer meets the hydrometer. Put the lid on and fill the airlock with water. and leave it for a week to ferment. After a week, check the specific gravity as before. Once it's ready, you're ready to bottle up. Make sure all your bottles are clean and sterilised before you use them. You'll need some sugar, your funnel, and your measuring spoons. Put half a teaspoon of sugar into your bottles. Get your cheesecloth and cut a section off, enough for you to double it over. Now place it on top of the funnel like so. Now at this point, you want to raise your fermentation bin off the ground using a table, chair, whatever you have at your disposal. Put one half your siphon tube into your fermentation bin and draw some beer through the tube. Gently pour the beer into the bottle through the filter. Remember not to fill it all the way up to the top. Always leave a small gap at the top of the bottle. Repeat this for all your beer bottles. Once all your beer bottles are full, you're ready to cap them. You'll need your caps and your capper. Simply place your cap on top of the bottle, get your capper and push down. After around 2 weeks, your beer will begin to clear. It's quite normal to get some yeast build up at the bottom of the bottle, and after 6 weeks you can enjoy.